Hello and welcome to 7F5R Live on Instagram. This is the 77th episode of this series. It is the 9th of May 2023, currently 2 p.m. on a very sunny Tuesday afternoon here in Singapore. Thank you so much for joining us. Whether you're watching this live or as a recording, my name is Stephanie Jennifer. I'm a CZT21 and I'll be your host for this session. And in just a bit, I'll be joined by my co-hosts Debbie New, CZT18, and Susan Yo, CZT Asia 2.
Hello.
Hello, Susan.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Hi, Debbie.
Hi, Debbie.
Hi.
So we host these Instagram live sessions as social tangling sessions. So if you'd like to pick up a tile and your pen and pencils and all that other fun stuff, you can tangle along with us. We have some tangle prompts that we've lifted from the 7F5R challenge group over on Facebook. You can search for 7F5R challenge directly in your Facebook search bar or go to bit.ly/FB7F5R. We host weekly and fortnightly themed Zentangle challenges over in that group, and we would love for you to join us. Recording of today's session will be made available on 7F5R Studios Instagram account at 745rivers and also on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/7F5R Studio. So if you're just popping in to say hi, hello, we'd love to have you stick around, and if you can't stick around, you can always watch the recording. Debbie, Susan, and I are also on Instagram. Debbie is at tangle.pursuits, Susan is at susanyo.czt, and I am at halfpen_will draw. If you're tagging your artworks on Instagram, do use the hashtag 7F5R challenge so that we can find your tiles and feature them in our Instagram stories. So yeah. Susan, I see you have some tiles on your table. Do you want to share with everyone? What are you using today?
Yeah. This is the two cards that I just got it from studio. Debbie gave me. Haha. So I'm going to tangle on this.
How come
Is it
it's
called tile? A card?
accompanied by 尖笑?
Present again.
我赚到你
Got a lot of tinted tile haven't finished yet. Then still something new come. Then a lot of work to do.
A lot of 尖笑.
Yeah. Yeah. Basically, I'm using the black micron today for a simple one. Okay.
Debbie, what are you using today?
Well, I realized that I have tiles that have been tinted for quite some time. I think this was tinted in 2020. So I think it's starting to yellow, so I better use it. Yeah, probably have to color in the border because it's quite obvious. Can you see? Then I have
Make it
a
black.
spare.
Color.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Disappear into the background. Very good. For me, I'm using 7F5R tile tinted with Lindy's Gang Magicals, and then this one was tinted by Debbie. She used Hydrangea Blue, Sweet Violet, Purple Teal, and Get Me with a Spoon Grey. You can see it's got mica in it. I'm going to create a border. It'll be fun. Yeah. So do grab a tile, tangle along with us. You can follow us, or you can just hang out and listen to our banter while you draw. Yeah. I would love to see what you create after the end of the session. Susan, what's today's string?
Today's string is very, very simple. It's a cursive R. Okay, so if let's say you are familiar with the cursive, then this is the cursive R.
What if I'm not familiar?
Then you use the normal small letter R or the upper letter R. Okay, if you're not familiar.
Uppercase. So what are you using?
I'm
Cursive R.
using cursive. Yes.
Okay. Steph,
Cursive R. Okay. Yes. What you
what
need?
are you using?
I have no idea. Maybe it can be like that. Small. No, not small. Small is
Lowercase.
Miss Nong, yes. Small. Draw small lah. Lowercase and uppercase. Okay.
You know, now that we switch to every other week, right?
Mm.
I feel like I'm going rusty. You know?
What? 生锈 you are pipe.
Yeah. You don't feel that way?
I think I'm okay. I think I've done it long enough that now I have like some muscle memory where I can like
Muscle
follow a script. I know what to
memory
say.
for what?
To say yeah. Please
No,
join
I
us
mean,
here.
I
Follow
mean
us
setting
there.
up, and I mean all the other.
Setting up. I also think cause got stress of thinking about flying off for 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So then you're in your background, in your head, got a lot of other things going on. Right? Okay, Wyfore. Susan, since you hosted that week, do you want to share step-ups?
Can.
Can
Okay, Wyfore. Can. Oh, you want to help me? I don't mind.
No, I don't want. I'm very happy.
I don't think she's the kind who will help you, Susan.
Unless you
Yeah.
volunteer me.
I just try my luck today. Okay. Maybe if yesterday I gave her sourdough, maybe today she'll be yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe.
I didn't plan well enough. Okay, Wyfore by Zentangle Inc. Okay, so we'll start with these what do you call these shapes? Like maybe like a
Flourish.
fescue or flourish. Box. Okay, then on top you have closing here, and at the back draw behind. There's the basic Wyfore. Then you can add some embellishment using the aura or other things that maybe you can think of. Just use your imagination and creativity to add in.
What pen
If
are
let's say
you
you
using,
want to
Susan?
05.
Oh, no wonder it's
很美
so thick.
ha. Oh, okay. No wonder so big.
Thick, thick.
Copy.
Thick. Mm.
Thick.
I think if
Big.
you make it long enough, it's quite interesting.
You are drawing off screen there.
Okay.
Purposely
Use your
when she don't want to show
imagination
you.
and
Yeah.
you know, imagine what I'm drawing today. Okay. Yeah. So
Susan, you got
yeah, you can change the shape. Yeah. Got what?
Susan, you got play with Wi-Fi enough or not? You got explore.
I don't know. I don't think I play enough because I saw a lot of people. They have a lot of creativity and the tangulation. Yeah, quite interesting.
Okay.
Okay. Can.
What can we do with it? I'm sure we haven't done.
Okay, so for Fossil is by Eni Oken. Eni Oken. Stop laughing at people's name. That's so rude.
I'm not laughing at her name. I just think
You
it's
are.
cute.
It's rude.
It's okay.
Okay, you
can make
start
fun of my name
out
too.
with a V shape.
Oh, you do
And
V.
And some people, they draw one side longer and one side shorter, or they draw it quite similarly. But I realized that if you draw one side longer, there's more things that you can play with. So you do an aura, and then you take one end and you lift off, and then you come back. So you start to see a very organic shape forming as you go. And then when you stack enough, right? So she likes to start Fossil with like a mocha, you know? So like the cap of a mocha, sorry, a cap of a mocha, or you can have it like by itself. I guess by itself also has its interesting um, variations because you can pretend that it is like a plant, and then you can add like a little embellishments on the top, and then this one you can continue to grow it. So I've seen some of her examples where she actually adds rounding to the base of well, what do you call it, web feet? They look like web feet, yeah, or wings.
Wings.
So she'll add rounding
Segment.
to the base, just to give it more of a definition. And then of course you can round it off with an op. Some people they actually put in like a seed fragment, you know, at the top. So something like that. And then they decorate this part. So the shading aspect of Fossil is quite fun because you see how this part looks can be shaded to become a bit rounded. So there are some tanglers out there who actually incorporate a lot of shading in their tangles. They like Fossil because it gives an illusion of you know, it's kind of like a crown on top of the mocha. So you can also add you can also add like orbs just to balance it out, more rounding. So it becomes like a tropical plant. And then for this one, you can shade exactly where the V shape is. And then you blend outwards. So it's quite interesting how you shade it. It can look like very different things. Like this one looks like more like an animal or crustacean. And then it looks more like a plant. And of course, you can also start out with a shape in pencil and then sort of use it to fill that shape.
Reminds me of Yugo.
I think it's different though. I think this one is more structural. The other one is more fluid. So you can draw it or within a shape. And don't forget that if you are visiting her blog, you can also download her free app. Her free app is called Art Raffle. So you can actually pick and choose like different tangles within the app or the different prompts within the app, like different types of strings. Like I think she has a lot of cards now. So you know how a raffle works, right? You pick and then it's like a card and then it tells you who has won, right? So instead of names, it gives you tangle names, it gives you string suggestions every time you play with the app. So you can build a tile from the suggestions in the app. Yeah, so that's Fossil. Okay, I'll leave it on screen for a while. Why is the string a cursive R today?
No reason. I'm just trying to see what are the alphabet that I can use for string. Yeah. So this is something maybe a little bit different from previous. I remember I used V, A before. then everyone know how to use a Z. So yeah, no reason. Actually, I'm struggling with this tangle. I don't know why I can't draw it from what I expected.
Start with a mocha.
Huh?
Oh, I think because
Okay,
you
what
are
look
drawing
nice,
it
what?
very yeah, but
Okay,
I think
don't
maybe
know
you are
leh.
struggling because it's too thick, is it? The aura.
Don't know.
Hmm.
It seems like I cannot get the shapes right. On
Well,
the
maybe you use pencil to draw the shape, the outline.
yeah. That's what I tried just now. Face
Oh.
cheat. Draw
Then
the
can or cannot?
circles. I can. Better lah.
Oh,
Right, this
then
is the
can.
one.
In Eni Oken's original step outs, she also used pencil string. You can see. Okay. Then you want to ask first question?
Do you want to start out with the shout out?
Sure. Susan, I volunteering you to go first. Can. Who's your first shout out?
She's the new CCT
Oh.
from Singapore.
Oh.
She also my student, Catherine Kam. But when I asking her, because I'm trying to search her Instagram public one, but she says she haven't have any public social media, or it's just the Facebook, her private one. So I asked her to create one so that I can link. Okay. Catherine Kam is she just certified together with Debbie's auntie, Sophia. Yeah. So they are attending the CCT Asia.
Then they got.
She's yeah, got what?
I was going to say, did they bump into each other? But
Oh yeah.
obviously-
I should ask
I don't think so
maybe
because my
later.
aunt will be very quiet.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think my
But
aunt
do,
will be very
do, do
quiet.
they have something like the social whatever so that you can meet the CCT in the same country?
Have, I think should have, but I think my aunt might be very quiet. Do you know? Because
Okay.
she will also have to look after the grandkid at the same time. So sometimes maybe she will be in and out of the room. Yeah.
Yeah. So Catherine, I think I started to know her when I had started my online Zentangle class. So she always follow, even though sometimes she can't attend together when we do the live because of she got the kids to take care of. So she's another very hardworking student and now hardworking CCT. She even draw, I think almost every day. She's the one that I want to shout out. So looking forward. I don't know because she also not sure. Is she going to have any class in future? But she just attend the seminar as for her own interest. Yeah. So this is my first person. So do I need to continue second
Go
or
around.
step
Go round robin.
go around? Okay.
Maybe you want to go next?
My next person is my aunt.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just nice.
Yeah,
Very
my
good.
next person is
All
my
is
aunt.
fresh.
So they are CCT Asia 21.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
CCT USA 21.
Yeah, 落后了。
Yo. What like that?
落后了。No lah, we're just joking. I mean, it doesn't matter when you got certified actually. right?
As long as you continually upgrade yourself. Find new
But some people also don't.
inspiration. Then a bit, but do they actively teach?
I think it's different for different people where they find their meaning, you know. So I don't think it's for us to judge. Yeah, so shout out to my aunt who is still undergoing oral chemo. It's not easy keeping up to date with life and then having cancer at the same time and then looking after grandchildren. But she is enjoying herself. I saw her last Saturday. I think because of her outlook, my other aunts are also like very excited that she is now a CCT, and then they think that she's amazing lah, because you know, learn something at such a, she's already 68. Yeah, so it's a milestone for her, and hopefully the family, as more people join us. Yeah. So my family is not a very artistic family, so for me it's quite close to a miracle that my aunts want to come and get involved, you know. Yeah, so it proves that even at any stage in your life you can still inspire other people. Are you muted, Steph?
No, you must like give me a cue to say you're done. Like, okay, you know. Otherwise I wouldn't know that you're done. Maybe you're thinking. Okay, the first person that I'd like to shout out to is Kimberly White. She was an intern with us a while back, not recent. Yeah, but she did a very good job. She helped promote our
Quite recent, what?
Easter extraordinaire. I mean, we did have more after her, but anyways, recent-ish. Yeah, she helped us promote our Easter extraordinaire series on Thinkific. Yeah, she made these cute little promotional photos with like chocolates. That's so cute. Yeah, so that was quite fun. I enjoyed that. And then she helped us write some blog posts. It was nice. Yeah, you can find her on Instagram at thepurpletangler44.
So you're only shouting out to her because she has chocolates inside her post.
Yes.
Wow.
No lah.
Wow,
It's because she's
Susan.
nice. Nice to work with her.
Yes.
Yes. Good food. 好了. Susan, who's your number 2 for this
My
month's
number
shout out?
2 is a CCT from Hong Kong. She's Fiona Chu. So her Instagram is Fiona Chu, CHIU .ART art.
How to spell
So
Fiona?
PEONY.
P-E-O.
Fiona.
Oh.
I start to know her because when I think early this year, the Hello Tangle 2023. Because from there I start to listen to her. Then after that we met online. So yeah, she also a Nagomi art teacher. I think a lot of CCT in Taiwan, Hong Kong, a lot of CCT also the Nagomi art teachers. Quite interesting. So they know both of the art using different kind of materials. So hope that one day I can meet her. Yeah. Okay, next.
Next on my list is Lisa Hosing. So I think long ago we did a shout out to her. Very long ago. Probably when we first started. We did a shout out, I think. So Lisa and my next one, which I'm gonna read them out together. Lisa doesn't seem to have an Instagram account that is public, but she has a Facebook page called Tangled Mains. Tangled Main. Manez, I think. Tangled Mains. Yeah. And so she's back this year at CCTAE as an instructor, along with my next person, Deanna Gibson. So Deanna is going to be a first-time instructor at CCTAE. Deanna is on Instagram as dtangles. So my aunt hasn't started any Instagram yet, like Susan says, but you can find her art on our Mosaic account because she had to upload her art. So I uploaded it for her to our Mosaic account when she was attending the certification. So I'm not sure whether my aunt will actually get on Instagram, but I think you can connect with Deanna. She's DEED Tangles. And Lisa hosting is Tangled Means. So both of them will be featured this year at CCTAE 2023. I won't give away their classes just yet because we're still fine-tuning, but it's quite a pleasure to see new faces as well as welcome back like past instructors. So I think Lisa was with us, I'm tempted to say 2021 spring. I might be wrong. It's been quite some time since then, so I'm glad to have her back.
Pretty good. Done? Okay, my number 2 is Sandy Hunter. She has very nice tangles that she deconstructed, and you can find her brand is called Tangle Bucket Studio, and then her Instagram is tanglebucket.studio. So it's very cute. You can find some of her tangles. You can follow her on Instagram to follow her very beautiful artwork and be inspired by her. Yeah. Susan?
Okay, for my third one is a CCT from Taiwan. She's Evelyn Wang. Normally what we call her is Ting Ting 老师. She's one of the CCT, because last time when we have the CCT Asia 2 in Taiwan, it's not the founder who went to Taiwan for the seminar, but there's a group of Taiwanese teachers, the CCT, to showcase all the lesson plan. So she's one of them. So she's a CCT 17 and also 2736. So she's also actively conducting the Zentangle classes in Taiwan. And recently I found that I think she also fly to Hong Kong to have some classes, Zentangle classes. And she's very talented and very cheerful person.
So she's very active also.
Yeah, very active in teaching.
Like you, I think. Not bad. Okay, then my last person is Hiromi Yoshida. She is zeromi.0263 on Instagram. And recently she and a few quite a number of other Japanese CZTs made a very large order from 7F5R Studio. So I just wanted to thank her and all of the other Japanese CZTs for supporting us. Very kind of you all, very pleasant people to interact with. And she has very beautiful artworks as well. She posts snippets of her life as well on her Instagram page. So you can go and find her. It's ziromi.0263 to find her on Instagram. Yeah. I think this might be the first session where we all were able to stay on and finish all of our shoutouts with no technical difficulties. I'm very pleased.
You know what? We had what?
I feel like something always
Susan,
happens.
I feel like she's saying about you.
Yeah.
Huh, Susan?
But I
Susan
don't feel that because last
She
few
was
I
around.
managed to shout out all my three.
Yeah, she was around. Why?
Yeah, that's why I have
为什么她要
no
你
feeling
你
about
做
this
了什
one.
么？
I don't feel that she's tekanning me.
she
That's why I
never
just
made me. Oh yeah, then Susan, your sourdough starter got get
yeah,
better, right?
today finally wake him up. Finally.
好
Aiyo.
very good.
So you are on a baking show. Talking about
Yeah, then the
baking.
only recipe, the only
Sourdough.
menu is
Always
a
talk about
sourdough.
sourdough. Yeah.
Yes. Branding ma, Susan is the baker ma. So must everyone say
So I keep baking.
Then why are you
mention.
breaking?
Today so far so good. I did inventory and didn't break anything. So not too bad. Okay.
I should hope so.
I don't know, maybe like spoil something. No,
It's very loud.
jets. Oh yeah, it is very loud.
These days they are so loud. I can't hear myself think. Do you think they're getting louder or is us?
I think they are getting louder.
Yeah, why?
I don't know.
Technically, they
like,
should fly at a certain height, right?
maybe they
you know?
change their engine or something. Upgrade. Okay. You want to ask the next question?
Okay, you choose. Got 4 questions more.
I choose 3.
Okay, name 3 things you are grateful for right now.
Susan, what are you grateful for?
Why you always ask her to start? Huh?
Is it grateful for your
next time,
sourdough?
next time I should be the one. Stephanie, what's
Yeah.
your first thing?
Yeah, so horrible, this one.
Very good.
Cannot mention sourdough starter anymore because I remember that I mentioned once
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, you all keep
I
reusing.
know. Huh?
Yeah, you
I'm
all
okay
keep
to use, huh?
reusing.
No.
I say you all keep on
I know,
reusing.
no. I'm not going to reuse.
She going
Otherwise,
to
Debbie will complain.
reduce.
No. The sourdough is no need. Okay. One thing. Now I can only think of one thing is that I think last week I attended a 2 days class or workshop about the nutrition, something about that. Then yesterday they start the 21 days challenge, which is to reduce the sugar intake in our daily meal. Yeah. So I'm grateful for because this morning I didn't take my coffee with the sugar, but I take the oatmeal. Initially I did I plan to do the overnight oats last night because I haven't tried before, but I saw a lot of my friends do that. So I did that, but in the morning I take it from the fridge. I found that I cannot accept cold oat. So sorry, I
Put in the
wasted the food.
oven.
Then can I?
I
Don't know.
know.
No
I don't feel
lah.
like to. So I just do another one with a warm oatmeal. So I cannot take that one.
I
The
thought oatmeal can
cold.
泡.
Yeah.
No, you
That's
don't
why
know
I
what overnight oats is it?
yeah, I don't
Overnight
know.
oats is soaked oats, Steph.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You
but I
soak it
don't like
overnight.
the. I'm like Susan. I don't like the idea of.
Yeah, don't eat lah. If you don't
Yeah,
like.
actually,
I also like hot. Okay.
after I tried this morning the cold one, I also have the same question as what Stephanie mentioned is what's the difference between the overnight milk oats in cold and the normal oat in hot?
Because heat removes certain nutrients, right? So the idea is that you don't use
Oh,
heat,
oh,
right? Because now
oh,
people believe that sometimes when you overheat and overcook certain things, the nutrients are gone, right?
I
So
see. Okay.
ideally people try to have like raw things. They try to have
Mm.
things that are not cooked, or even if they cook, they use low heat to cook,
Then
right?
Susan
Okay.
got try to give to Isaac.
No lah.
Well, you
I don't think
cannot.
I
Yeah,
don't
you
think he
cannot
like
take.
it.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
cold, and then if he's not used to
Yeah.
it, he's gonna have an upset stomach. Why you want to do this to the poor kid?
I don't know. I thought
Then
like
if he's
like
sick
baby
the
food.
whole day, then she don't have to do any work the whole day already.
Don't need save
Baby
effort.
food is not cold. You give your child baby food cold, man.
No.
Yeah,
No.
no.
I
Oh,
Yeah.
I
fair enough.
seldom give cold food for him.
Yeah, so you cannot just suddenly out of the blue because mama don't want to eat, then just give to the
Nah,
child.
饭桶.
Aiyo. Oh my
Very
goodness.
good.
So, Debbie, have you tried the overnight oat before?
I have tried overnight oats, but I usually if I don't I haven't made it in a long time because I also don't like it to be cold. But I
Mm.
realized that even if you make it cold, right, and then you leave it outside, right, and you can still take it when it's not so cold. But
But
for
I'm already
me,
very hungry, so I cannot
but for
wait.
me, right, I realized that I don't really like it soggy. It's not so much of the cold.
Uh,
The cold is one thing, right? But it's
uh,
also very soggy. So actually, right, I just take my oats with milk like that, like rice milk or something, or soy milk, and then I don't leave it overnight, lah.
Why must
Cause
leave
too
so I'm grateful
overnight?
that I slept today. Yeah.
Why must leave overnight?
so you
Why
don't have to
cannot?
cook it and then it's soft, ah.
Oh, has to soak it lah. Oh, okay. Microwave it.
But I don't really like it too soggy. So to me, it
No
defeats the
point.
purpose. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't need it to be soaked overnight. I can still
Mm.
eat it like that. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
So
what my
fun.
decision to redo the hot
So
one.
so Susan,
Hmm?
tomorrow's breakfast is gonna be what?
Normal
Hot
oats,
oat milk.
Okay lah.
Normal oats.
Yeah, normal oats.
Okay
Yeah.
lah.
Hmm.
It's still healthy, what?
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Actually,
still healthy, what?
For real.
I remember that I bought this oat. It's actually the instant oat, but without sugar and without the creamer. I actually bought it for Isaac to eat, but she don't like the oat milk, so the oat. So this is the first time after don't know, maybe I think at least 20 years I haven't take the oat.
But
My
if
mom
if
always
you
told me
keep
that
too
it is
long,
good, but
it's
I
no
don't
good,
like.
right? You cannot keep
That
too
one is
long.
just bought it recently. Yeah, so still
Oh.
okay. Yeah,
Mm.
so now it's the
If
mama
it's instant
who take
oats,
over.
right? If it's instant
Mm.
oat, can you put it overnight? Won't it become like mushy?
Mashed potato.
I
Yeah,
think
very yucks. I mean, are
yeah.
you sure or
I
not?
saw
Then you have problem with the cold. After that, you also have problem with the mash.
yeah. So
Why
there's
are
the
we
two
talking about
problems.
this?
I don't have the right ingredient. Then I
!aiyo!
think the most important thing is that because I told myself if I can accept the this soggy kind of the food, right, then I should buy the proper oat. But then I cannot take it, so 省钱 save the money.
Why
No
don't you
need to
just
try.
use the normal way of preparing with milk? Don't soak
Yeah. That's why
overnight. Because
I'm
it's
going to do
already
now. Yeah.
it's not like raw, like the, how do I explain? Like you buy from the shop the raw oats. It's hard, right?
Mm. Yeah.
But instant oats, actually they remove the hard part, right? So
The
you
bran.
just put with milk or that is quite soft already. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. What you eat your oatmeal with, Susan?
I put the walnuts, then the flax seeds. I blend it. Yeah, then a bit of the flaxseed oil. I never been so healthy before,
But
to be
flaxseed oil is
honest.
very good for
Yeah.
our bodies.
Mm.
Yeah.
Very good.
Nana is also on flax seeds. It helps your body combat inflammation.
Mm.
So, B, what are you grateful for?
I'm grateful
Other than
for
oats.
I'm grateful for the fact that I woke up this week
Huh?
because last week was very bad. Last weekend, right? And actually I've been not feeling very great lah because I don't know, I think it's just too much and too tired and I've not been feeling very well actually. Then for the past few weekends, right, I've been very stressed because of certain things in my family lah. So I've been quite stressed. And then every weekend I try to sleep like almost 15 to 20 hours a day, you know, because I'm just not I'm just not feeling very great lah. So I think it's because also that my dad passed me a flu bug on my birthday. So it took me a long time to fight the flu bug off. I don't have symptoms, you know, so I don't get symptoms like normal people, like they will sneeze or they have runny nose or they will cough or whatever, right? My body will actually fight the virus and I won't have the symptoms, but I know that it's fighting because I can feel it, and it also coincided with my monthly cycle, so I was feeling very under the weather, really very weak and cold. Yeah. So we've been going through a very hot phase in Singapore, hot and humid. So I rotate between too cold and too hot. Yeah, and it's very annoying. It's like after a while you get very irritated with yourself because either you are very cold or you're very hot, and then there's no comfortable in between.
Take off the clothes.
Yeah, and then because of so a lot of things have happened to us in the past couple of weeks, and my cat is also not well. So all of these added together, right? Wow, I feel like my body is just very exhausted. And I think you can hear also I don't really have the kind of strength, you know, to go and like 怎么讲啊？没有力啊。
Peace people. No energy to
Yeah,
tease
yeah,
us.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, so in a way, right, I've been trying to, and then we are flying off soon, so I have to conserve energy. So I've been sleeping as much as I can, just to compensate for it. And then and it's very busy period for us, you know. So all of these added up together, right, is quite stressful. But I'm trying to ignore that and just get all the sleep that I can get, lah. Yeah.
Very good.
So sometimes I try to make effort with my team still, but I don't know how much of it is coming across as good effort. Yeah. So I'm just glad that I am still able to do what I do. Yeah. Because burnout is a scary idea to me. Yeah.
Okay, is it my turn? My turn. I am grateful that I got to spend some time with my daughter and my mother-in-law last week. we went to the Singapore Mineral Show, and then I got to look at pretty rocks, and I bought this ring. It's a Labradorite ring. Yeah. So quite happy. My mother-in-law also very happy. Got to look at shiny things. So quite fun. So yeah. Susan, have you thought of your second thing?
Yeah. My second thing is actually happened last Thursday. I managed to step into the cinema again to watch the.
Yeah, I
It's
saw
not a
that.
movie, but the documentary by Li Xinjie. So it's actually quite good. It's actually two documentary. One is about the Li Xinjie, then the other one is about the education of Waldorf. So actually, I went in there alone, but I saw a lot of familiar faces.
Yeah.
So the familiar faces because we attend the classes recently. So a bit lonely when watching movie because I think I never go to cinema alone before. But the day I think it's quite a good one because learn something new, then a lot of inspirations about educations for the kids. Then when adults is stable in their emotions, then actually affecting the kids. Yeah. So I'm grateful for that I have the courage to go to cinema alone.
Yeah, courage.
You
Courage,
scared?
yeah. No, not scared. It's like normally I will not choose to go alone. Yeah.
Why did I invite someone else then?
She don't go
I
to
invited,
you.
but they
They're
okay,
not
my
free.
friend is busy. Then the other one is
You are not her
caught
friend.
COVID. We are friends. But the one is during the weekday, so people still need to work.
Oh.
So cannot.
Thursday is Stephanie's off day.
Malaysia,
You watch in Singapore? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I thought you watched in Malaysia.
Malaysia. It's in Malaysia.
Oh.
They book the whole cinema to play the documentary.
The odds, huh?
包场.
Waldorf, not bad. Very good.
Okay.
Yeah, got one time I also watched a movie by myself. Then I remember I met a friend for lunch. Then after I was like, yeah. So the friend was like, so you going home? Then I'm like, no, I'm going to cinema. Then they were like, huh? Why you never tell me? I could have gone with you. Then I'm like, the movie I got asked you before, you watch already. Then he's like, never mind, I watch again lah. Then I'm like, no, I already booked tickets already. So the friend was like, oh, you go by yourself.
You just
Then he
don't.
said, yeah.
You just don't want the person, right?
This is not the
I
one
just
person.
want to
It's
go
just,
alone.
yeah. It's just
Antisocial.
no. Usually I would go with
Yes.
someone, but then it's like I don't know if someone watched the movie already, I don't have to like bother them and like make them go watch another time. I feel like imposing on them, so I just go with myself lah.
Why, you know
Everything is
how
like,
to not impose?
yeah, of course.
Then why with us you keep bullying us?
I never bully you.
Have.
I never. I'm very nice.
Huh,
I'm very nice to
Susan?
you, right?
Huh?
I'm very nice to you, right?
Susan is like, should I say yes or no?
Yeah. Very difficult. I don't
Must
know
say
what should I
yes.
say.
Terrible.
I keep quiet.
Terrible. So Debbie,
Okay,
what are you grateful for?
my next thing is that at least my cat now seems stable. Touch wood. Yeah. Last week was okay enough. The week before was very scary. Yeah. Hello?
Hello? Giving you
Got no sound.
space.
Oh,
I think got a lot of sound. Got king kong kong on my side.
that one's not me. That one's not me.
Oh, this one is Isaac.
Yeah,
That
so
one's not me.
can hear. Yeah.
He's playing.
He providing us with background noise. So you can tell. For next time. Let's see. Maybe.
Second one, what? Why?
Oh, like that. Okay.
What?
I thought you were going to elaborate on
No,
it.
Susan，
I give you a breath of silence.
哎呦，
这个还有 you must cue me in. You cannot just say then just keep quiet. Why no? How did I know that you're done? I wouldn't know.
You don't care one what? You always interrupt one what?
Then I try to be better, then you don't give me the opportunity.
You
then
need to
it's
use
not
your
fair.
brain to know lah. The thing finish already, then
How I
you.
know when you finish?
Aiya.
Terrible. Anyways, the next thing I am grateful for. I don't know whether I mentioned this. I went for a blood test at the hospital. I think it was in April. Mid-April, I think. Then it was a follow-up checkup because I thought I was becoming anemic because I had these like random fainting spells and like bruising. And I've actually fainted before like, when I was much younger. So I know like the symptoms of like leading up to a fainting spell, what your body will experience. So if you know the symptoms, you can prevent yourself from actually passing out. So in case anyone wants to know the symptoms, you start to have cold sweat, you might get tunnel vision, you might get ringing in your ear, you might start to feel like the whole world is spinning, vertigo, you know. And the way to fix it is to get as close to the ground as possible. If you can lie down, you should lie down so that in case your body does shut down, you pass out, you don't smack your head against the floor and crack your skull open. So you should either kneel or crouch or sit if possible and then lean forward so that if you do pass out, your body's instinctual reaction is to brace yourself with your hands. So it's an automatic response. So if you lean forward, then when you are passing out, your hands will cushion your fall. Whereas if you are leaning backwards and you fall backwards...
Just lie down lah.
Yeah lah, but if you're in a
Just
public
lie down,
space,
then you are in a safe spot already what? Or just sit down lah.
A lot of people are like, what's going on?
Yo,
So yeah, crouch if possible.
just sit down
Sit.
on a chair and then lean back and then just.
So that was what's going on. And then I went for a blood test, and then the blood test was the baseline. They gathered a baseline, and they say you should come back in like a month or 2, maybe 3 months, and then we'll get another blood test, and then we'll see whether your blood count and pellets are similar. You know, and we'll see whether your symptoms continue. So I went for the follow-ups blood test, and everything came out relatively normal levels, right? There's a range, right? So
That's what I told you what.
everything seemed okay. Yeah.
That's what I told
Wait,
you.
what you told me?
I
told
told
me
you to
what?
be normal.
Oh, you told me you go see doctor.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I
I
wouldn't.
told you go and see a doctor lah, just to make sure that it's normal lah.
Then I remember telling the specialist I just wanted to come because the symptoms have been easing up, but I just wanted to come because I'm traveling soon. And he's like, traveling to the mountains, is it? Then I'm like, who going
To
to
the
pass out,
mountains?
you know? Go to mountains, yeah. I'm like, no, of course not. I'm going to that town, like city area. He's like, okay, very good. Then I'm like, why? Why do you ask? Then he said, because if you're experiencing this kind of symptoms and you go to an area where there's like less oxygen, there's a higher likelihood that you
You
might
tell
actually
him lah,
pass
I
out.
don't have that kind of physique to go and climb so high.
Like, who want to try their luck? I'm not feeling well, let me go climb a mountain. Hi, I need to get airlifted up. Where buy insurance in that case?
You climb
Oh my gosh.
stairs already got problem now.
Yeah, I already going to break my ankle already. Then still want to... Where are you all traveling? Mountain ah? So that was it. Yeah, so happy that it's nothing. So that's one thing I'm grateful for, that I'm relatively okay. Okay, Susan, what's your last thing?
My last thing to be grateful for is I met a new friend. Also during the class, she is very good in cooking healthy food. Yeah, because she is the one who in charge in the Waldorf school, the kitchen, because in the school they are very concerned about the food that prepare for the kids. So she really have a very, very detailed menu. So I'm actually asking her, do you need volunteer to help you? So I can help her in the kitchen, then maybe can
偷师
learn from her also. Yeah, 偷师. So
Is it the
actually I
treetop
have no
school?
interest in cooking, but sorry?
Is it the treetop school? This Waldorf school?
The tree top school is in, I think it's KL, Kuala Lumpur. The one she is actually in JB.
Oh.
Yeah, so yeah. She
I thought you
also made the
say
sourdough.
only cue her when you finish. Why she interrupt you?
No, that question.
She's
That
very
one is not.
interested when
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about the food and
Oh,
cooking.
yeah.
Mm.
that one not. That one interrupting for relevant question, not
She don't
interrupting.
like
Okay, my
you
thing
eh.
that I'm grateful for.
Then she made sourdough also, but the way she do the sourdough is even more, to me, is more artisan because he milk her own the rice flour.
Wow,
Mm,
so hardworking.
Very hardworking.
mm.
So yeah, so it's good to know someone who know how to cook healthy food and can learn
Her
from
rice
there.
flour is not very great also eh.
Don't
Yeah,
know
rice flour is not the best lah. I mean, it's
Mm,
healthy, but it's not also the best because it's also gluten.
Can eat can
Yeah,
already
so
lah.
so they are saying that even people without gluten issue, right,
mm.
it will do better if staying away from gluten lah. Even though it's
But
not
when we
a
do the
allergy.
sourdough, the rice flour is not the main ingredient. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah. But
I
as long
think
as you have as long as you have
mm,
should avoid. Yeah.
mm,
I mean, I'm
okay.
just saying I'm just saying that
Mm,
there are studies that they say that if you really want to look after your digestive health, right, your body's internal organs, right, it's better to stay
mm.
away from gluten and dairy. Yeah.
Then Susan, her bread is it the kind where you cut, then you will open to have a, you know, when it's like a dough, then they make little score marks in it. Then when the bread rise, then will have the fancy pattern.
I don't know. Like, I haven't seen
You
her
haven't
doing
see
before.
Hiya.
Yeah, I first met her.
That's why
Cannot
she is
不要
asking to be
等一下她
the
跑
guinea
掉。
pig lah.
Okay. So it's like, hi, I met you. Can you bake for me?
Yeah, so
Can
when
run
you
away.
first meet a person, you are very 乖乖的啦.
No.
So
Oh,
I
so
actually when I
我觉得我们
first
被
met
骗
her,
eh.
no. When I first met her, I don't know what she's doing because we just going to the same class and listen to the teachers. Then only after that she share about
so she
something. Then
attend the
oh,
healthy food thing is because she want to learn more.
yes, she attended many times already, but she says that although she attend for more than I think 4 or 5 times, every time she's still able to learn something new.
Oh, she's very hardworking.
So yeah, she's very hardworking.
很好. Very good to try. I trust your child's health with this kind of person. Very hardworking person.
So if the person is hardworking, you trust their health. Is that what you mean?
No lah, I mean like she hardworking, she wanting to better herself. Then she
Then I
take
also
the
hardworking what.
time. Yeah, I never say you're not hardworking.
Then why you
Both
don't trust
things
me?
can exist. I trust you lah.
This energy is coming back.
Indignant. 为什么还有没有
No, I
She
learn
learning
from
my
I learn
nonsense.
from the
Yeah.
I learn
你是不
from
是还
the
有
very
我没有
irritating one. Yeah.
Okay, 你也有
Because she
你有
irritate us ma, so we must learn how to irritate back. If not, we are losing out.
Rugi.
Must irritate her back.
Very good. So, Debbie, what's your last thing that you're grateful for?
I'm grateful that Joni is staying here with us.
Joni is my mum.
And yeah, Nana is staying here with us. And that Nana is slowly dealing with her issues. Yeah, one at a time.
Anna,
Yeah.
I see. Okay. My last
Why?
thing.
What else you want me to add? Later you say it's all private. Then how?
That's why I'm just making sure. Are you done? Okay,
Well, I
join
can
you.
add some more lah, but I don't want to give away too much. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My last thing that I'm grateful for.
You are
I'm grateful
ungrateful for
that I am grateful. Yo,
the last thing she's ungrateful for.
I got a lot of things that I'm grateful for. The last thing that I am grateful for is that we are traveling to Springfling and Tangle Island.
Who is we?
Hold on lah, you need to let me finish, right?
No.
If I say, if I just waited for 2 seconds more, you would have heard.
You could say that Debbie and I are traveling. What?
No.
Why?
Don't police her.
Yeah.
Grammatically
Then you
write my
police how
sentence.
we say, right?
No,
You
I never
police
police
Susan and I,
anything.
right? Susan, I'm helping you get back at her.
This terrible. I want refund.
No, you don't want refund. You want sourdough. Don't bluff.
I don't want sourdough.
Okay,
if
she don't
have,
want already. You don't have to make for her already.
Then I take. If
I
don't
made
have,
for
then
her
I okay.
mother-in-law.
Okay, 可以.
Don't make for her. You
Make
cannot eat.
for Nana. Make for Nana.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, make for Nana.
Actually, does my mother like sourdough?
Mother eats bread every day.
The sourdough and bread different.
Okay, then don't make for her already, Susan. She don't want already.
Okay.
Give to Nana better.
Yeah. So before I was rudely interrupted, saying I'm grateful that I'm going for this trip with Debbie to Springfling and to Tangle Island. I think we'll have fun meeting new people and people whom we interact with online but we never see in person before. It'll be a fun little trip. Yeah.
So I'm not happy they are going with me.
Hello? I said with you, why?
You are only happy because you're going to see new people.
Susan, you want to take my plane ticket? I help
No, you go there and help. You go there and help me to make more friends, so that when you come back,
then
you can share the shout out.
I start at least I'll start to collect data. Can I get your Instagram handle and your full name so that we can shout you out?
People thought you were spying on them.
I mean, if you put it online, it means that
then like that we might as well put a registration form. Come, you want to shout out?
Yeah, can. Why not? That's a good idea. Let people come to us.
So full of rubbish.
Definitely says, I'm here helping Susan to make friends.
Please go follow her on her Instagram account. Then you text her, you message her, you say, "Hello Susan, I would like to be your friend." Then that would be the code word for if you want to shout out.
People all start coming.
I think should be okay.
Recently I got a lot of strange Facebook requests, Don't know who they are. Then there was one, right? The person's name is Andrew Lee. Then I know a lot of Andrew Lee, Then I'm thinking, is this one is Andrew Lee? Which Andrew Lee? Then I see, then I'm like, like not correct person. At first I almost accept,
Then I accept already. Then ask what? Hello, which Andrew Lee are you?
No, I didn't accept. I just leave it there.
So funny.
I have some Facebook requests, right, inside my folder for more than 20 years already.
I decline
like when
all.
I first. No, I don't decline because if I decline, they can always re-request. So I will leave it there. I don't want to block lah because I don't know who they are. Also later, maybe I might know them later on. I don't know.
Later I know them.
Like maybe I find out who they are later on. There are some CCTs, right, who will just add me and I don't know who they are.
Then you don't accept one.
No, I don't accept because I never talked to them before, right?
I will accept one.
I mean, if let's say they write to me and say, hi, I'm very keen to know you better or something, I really admire your work or what, some niceties okay? I mean, you don't necessarily have to admire my work, but at least kind of say hi to me first before you add me. So I don't really think that it's polite to just, especially from a CCT to another CCT, right? I find it very abrupt. Who are you?
Friend collection.
Who are you?
Susan, do you add people you don't know?
No.
Yeah, I don't.
Okay, I should say that before this, I never because in my personal Facebook I don't have any Zentangle artwork. So even though I know there are CCT last time, I don't accept their I don't accept because I think that since if I accept, you look at my social media, there's nothing about the Zentangle, then what points you adding me? Yeah, then
Then why you add me?
I didn't
Friends, what?
wait.
No, why you add me
Then
last time? I not your friend that time.
why
The
ah?
intention
Yeah.
of
Oh, I
becoming
know.
okay.
Why ah?
I remember because you need to add me to the CCT AE 2020 group,
Oh,
Facebook group. That's why you asked me
Right.
to add you as
You
a
know why
Facebook
not? Because I think
friend
I couldn't add
first.
her, I think. That's the problem.
very good.
Yeah,
是缘
because you are
分 got
not
fate.
friends.
Yeah.
Wow, good memory. I
Wow,
never
I
know
feel
that
very
I got
suay.
good memory.
Wow,
Wow,
I
so
feel
bad.
like
Why swear?
被
Why
骗了，
swear?
So bad.
被骗了，
Hmm.
被骗了，
Sorry, cannot refund.
被骗了，
哈哈，
被骗了。
Then you
被
only
骗的
accept
开心就好啦。
我不开心
favorite.
Yeah,
耶，
but
我有没有东西拿的？
有
不开心
有
我也没有
sourdough
办法了。烧
烧
肉它不可以
都是你，我都不可以
吃。
吃。
That one is your problem, but she got supply. She
She never
supply, you
walk.
cannot eat. She supply, you cannot eat. So you only have people who are your friends are on Facebook.
That's the last time, but
Huh?
I think
Then
since
now,
after so
Chapalang.
many times of CDAE, then cannot always reject people, right? Like very not polite. Then nowadays I
哇，
accept
你
lah.
也懂啊？
Only for those who I know that in the CDAE, but if someone that we never talked before or don't even like in the same group, then I won't accept.
Oh.
Hello.
I will accept, then mark them as
那
acquaintance.
这样我可以现在去 delete 吗？
可以啊。
Huh?
You can mute someone, so they will still be friends. It's just they will not show up on your timeline. So you don't have to see their face.
哎呀，
delete
哎呀
delete 不用紧。
，delete.
太迟了啦，太迟了了。啊，
I guess it depends how you see social media. Some people see it as like they just want to have friends.
No, but I think it's very rude especially if let's say, I mean last time right, okay, before Zentangle became so global, right? I think Steph will know what I'm trying to say lah. When we just got certified during those days, right? It would be considered quite rude if you just go around adding people without saying hi. You know?
No leh, millennials
In
don't think that way.
CCT community, I'm not talking about millennials. I'm talking about during that time in the CCT, because you never go and add people, what?
No, I do add
Right.
people. People will randomly add me.
Yeah,
Then I will
that's
accept.
people adding you, but you never go and initiate contact. Like
That's because
go
I
and
just
add just
I don't want,
randomly.
I cannot be bothered. But if I randomly add, I don't see it's like a
Yeah, but you
faux
wouldn't.
pas.
That's my point.
I wouldn't because I'm not the kind of person to go and
You are not
search
the
for
kind,
random
because you will
people.
only add people whom you have spoken to, right? That's what I'm trying to say. So there was a time in history where we used to be more polite about these things, and actually, if I meet you in the group and we talk, then I will add you, and then you will accept. So last time, before all of these things, the CCT main group was very much more vibrant. In the sense that people will still be talking and chatting and then making friends from there. But after a while, right, I start to feel that as the years go by, I feel like the newer members of the community sort of take it for granted that as long as I'm in the same group as you, I will add you without even like knowing who you are or what you do, or I don't know, like they just feel that it's their right to add you.
Maybe like Susan say, it's more of like they think that you post your artwork, then they want to keep.
I don't. Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, but they don't know ma. So that's why they just want to add to see maybe.
So last time I really send them message telling them that actually this is my personal and I don't have any artwork. So please like my page. For those I never met before.
So
but for those I met before or talk before, then I will accept.
But I'm very weird. I don't even want them to like my page. Just don't kind of disturb me.
What kind of business person?
Yeah, It's
Shall
only
we?
after. It's
Okay,
only
close your
after.
page.
It's only after we set up
Okay,
the
shall we?
studio that I actually have to have a presence because before
But
that,
last time
right,
you
I'm very happy by myself.
what?
Yeah, tangle pursuits Then tangle you find you cannot find, don't find lah. You get what I'm trying to say or not? It's
Yeah,
not
fair enough.
at that point in time when I had tangle pursuits to set up and things like that, right? I don't really care about social media. Have lah. Don't have lah. I mean, it's not the end of the world, But then now, because everything is online and everything is like increasingly visible online, you cannot don't have lah, right? So then things change lah, right? And I'm not very happy about that, but it's part of doing business ah.
She's not happy that she had to be friends with people in the do
Yeah,
business.
not happy that I have to be friends with you and Susan Yo.
Too bad.
Yeah,
Too bad.
Susan, later we go delete her.
go lah. Go. Go
Okay.
then the dividend I keep.
Why? What got to do with dividend? It's friend what? Friend on Facebook only.
Then I keep quiet whether we got earn or don't have. Yeah.
Can.
So stupid. Yeah. But last time really we don't just add anybody, we will say hi first and then we will actually socialize with the person,
I
and then
won't bother.
and then you won't bother because that's at that point we don't have the studio yet, right?
I don't bother to
Right?
add people even now also. Like now even like I don't think I've added someone as friend in quite a long time.
I also haven't but
It's
my
a bit-
point
It's a bit
my point is
overwhelming.
that last time when we were on our own, it's a different story, right? Now that we're doing things as a business, is also a different story,
But
right?
The
The
I'm like
narrative
Susan, I don't
will
post.
change what.
I don't post.
I also
like,
don't
art
what.
things on
None of us do what.
Yeah, it should just be our own daiji. It's my own
Yeah.
life that I want to like post. I don't want you who I don't know to be friends with me. I don't know.
Yeah, precisely
you
that lah.
sharing?
So that's we're saying the same thing.
Terrible, these people.
Ah.
Stop following us on Facebook. Follow
That's
us on
not what I'm
Instagram.
saying though. I'm saying in the
Follow us on
past.
Instagram.
Ah, my goodness. I can't believe we're recording this.
Very good. Okay, next question.
I'm very tired already.
Very good. We finish chop chop. Then you can go sleep, chop chop.
No, I'm not sleeping. I got work to do.
Poor thing. I also got work to do.
So that is all the things that we're grateful for, is it? How did we deviate so far away?
Okay, right? It was a good conversation.
About not following people on social media.
Yes, very good.
Okay, choose the next question. Just
Susan?
now was 1 and 3. So you have 2, 4 and 5 left.
2.
What are your plans for May? This one Steph partially answered, but no choice, she have to answer again.
No plans for me. No plans, no big plans.
No big plans?
Just gonna be a cash May.
No big plans, man.
No big
They were
plans.
not big.
Yeah, she's
no
crazy this person.
So big.
Being sarcastic lah, hayo. Susan, you want to go first?
Yeah. End of the May seems a lot of things. But there's one thing I'm quite excited is end of the May. There's a so-called small market in JB. Do we call the market? They call it 小市集. They actually invited a lot of teachers or those people who do the handcraft to have a booth. Then to have some art fair, not art fair. Market. Just like a market. Then they can sell some of their souvenir or have some hands-on workshop, mini workshop for them to do. So
you are going there to see, not to teach.
I'm going there to teach. They gave me a booth. Yeah. So
charge money one or not?
They didn't charge me money.
Oh,
so I
the
can,
ones
but
are
I
so
can sell
fun.
something. But I can sell something. So I'm quite curious, asking why they don't charge me money, like the rental or whatever. They say that actually the people, the person in charge just want to have some people to go their shops, to their place, to know them. So we just go there and play. Without the rental, we can just more relax
Very
and do
good.
whatever we want.
So Susan,
Very
already
good.
plan
Person.
how you're going to
Huh?
teach?
I don't think so, because the place is not big enough. Then I know that there's a lot of people, a lot of booths. So 看着办啊. I also don't know how much I can do. Because if you conduct workshop, it's like people just ad hoc coming in and join.
I got do before.
Also,
Yeah.
how I
I've
don't know.
also done it before.
Debbie, how do you do your?
I used to sell at craft markets.
Oh, that was the trinkets.
Selling is
the handmade.
still okay, right? Because everything is there, just collecting money, then introduce.
Yeah, because the place is not conducive. How to teach? It's very
I got
noisy.
teach before. I got
No,
teach
but it's
before.
very noisy. Then it's not there's no place for them to sit properly.
Yours got chair, Susan?
I don't know leh.
Oh,
I
then
think
that one
should
we can
have.
design. Oh, if
Baca.
if got chair, then I'll do a bijou. Then I teach them flux. Then must have.
Play money.
Must. No. Usually the event manager will pay me. So the person who is organizing the event. So if you see as the person that charge you rental, then it's like you give and take. Right? But it depends on what you want to get out of this event, right? If you just want to sell the things, then it's easier to just sell the things. Because if you're by yourself, one person, then you teach and sell things, you cannot, you'll be very busy. You need to do work. I remember last time got put things out, then I don't know, Debbie, whether you have ever encountered. You put things out, then got people steal. Got someone pop my things. You ever have or not?
I
Debbie?
got a very tall bodyguard.
Very good.
Oh, very good.
Nobody
I
will
should
dare to steal.
I should source my bodyguard.
Yeah.
I don't have. Then the auntie.
Just put him there,
Look.
right? Nobody there already.
Very good.
But I will have a lot of strange people lah. I have
good thing.
I always have very strange encounter with strange people.
So fun.
So this is my plan for May.
Very good.
Something which is new for me.
All the best.
Thank you.
Debbie?
You got one more plan for me. You forgot about me. I pay you money already, Susan Yo.
Oh, that one have to wait for your timing. Do you think you have time?
Is it not supposed to say?
She signed up my neurographical workshop. Then that day she's not free. Very good, this kind of student.
I give you money,
I'm not free, but I'll support you.
Yeah,
I pay.
I love you. Then like that. Okay, I love you.
Love me so much.
Love yourself.
She loves me so much. Even she cannot make it for the date, she still sign up and pay me the money.
You want support you
very good. 这种朋友哪里找
？Coffee.
So now need to arrange time for the session.
Then she said
你都来不及了，
she said she will attend a different session, or you told her, since you pay then
she don't want us at her session lah.
No, it's you who told me that.
Even if we can go, I think she don't want us at her session.
What kind of nonsense?
Hey, I didn't say that. It's Debbie who said that. I didn't say that. She's the one who says that she cannot make it on that session.
No, then she want to have Then she want to have a separate session because it's us. You understand? So my logic is that my logic is that she have to separate us from everybody else because she cannot.
No lah, Debbie.
Okay, come. This Friday. 8 p.m. I send you Zoom link. But this one is conducted in Mandarin 你看你们全部没有空 then of course I need to say that arrange another date.
So she gonna arrange a separate one for us
It's not
Then it's because she
because
love
of
you, not because she don't want to see
It's
you.
cause I love her first, okay? I give her the money first.
Hiyo. Then she can just take and be like, okay, thank you very much, bye bye.
She already take and then never get back to me already.
So naughty.
refund. This one can refund.
Yeah. 不要，好麻烦哦。Keep the
麻烦
money
啊，
very troublesome.
收也不是，不收也不是，交也不是，
no.
不交也不是。
I even offer her more money, you know. She haven't tell you yet.
She says that can invite Nana and Steph to join the session, then don't mind paying me more. So I say no lah. Even if you say that you want to join, I will not collect your money, but she already transfer. So I take one person, then teach 3%. Very good,
I
right?
got offer. Hello, I got offer.
You
Okay?
offer, yeah.
Yeah lah. I got offer. Okay.
Then I
she
counter
got
offer.
reject.
I
Yes.
Yeah, she reject
counter
me.
offer.
She reject me.
Very good. Okay.
Okay.
Very
Then
good.
the
Looking
staff-
forward to the class.
The staff is very happy. Like, this one is your tai
I don't know.
ah.
I don't know what's going on. But
Just
I'm
go
happy to
only.
be there. So funny.
Staff is like,
Okay.
没关我事.
You all arrange, then can lah. Then like, oh, okay, can. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Very good.
I haven't had time
So-
to go and talk to Nana yet.
So,
Properly.
Debbie, what is your plan for me?
Waiting for this
Huh, just this
very
only, ah?
important, you know.
Oh, okay.
I'm being sarcastic.
Give me your time.
Very good. She trying to get
When
time
are you
for you.
free? Yeah.
很好. Okay, finish one
Don't know
time.
must ask Stephanie also when is a good
tired.
time. Like this month
After we
like
come back
神经病
Yeah,
after
after
we
you
come back.
Come back, ah.
Then no longer Mother's Day already what?
Why need to be Mother's Day?
It's a
Even though it's not no. Even it's not during Mother's Day or before or after, but still
Can still celebrate.
this role is still there. Then the relationship is still there. Yeah. So 不会过期的。
so you cannot get rid of us.
Yeah.
Very good.
Cannot. How to get rid? Teach me how to get rid of
Unfriend on Facebook.
So evil one, this person. Collect the money, then she want to unfriend people.
Unfriend, okay.
Hey, it's not what I say. Okay?
Susan, 你信赖.
好无辜啊。
So, Debbie, what?
Stephanie, don't talk anymore about this thing.
Let Debbie talk. What is that something you're looking forward to in May?
That's not the question
What's
What are your
your
plans
plan?
for May? What are you looking forward to?
Yeah,
Same what?
no, different. Maybe it's my plan, but I'm not looking forward to it.
Okay, what is it?
Then what you plan eh?
Because got no choice.
Unplan it.
Plan it.
Unplan it. Cancel the plans.
I let Stephanie answer for me.
No, what kind of nonsense? Buy
See,
one get one free.
It's the same plan.
Then
What?
shouldn't it be you go and say, then I will go and piggyback off of it.
What I say,
You were going to say the trip.
Should be back.
then we don't say the trip ah.
I'm the piggyback. I'm the piggy. Yes, I will piggy.
Yeah, you are the
and I'll
piggy.
climb on your back.
I think you're
What's the
heavier
plan?
than me.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Taller, it makes sense that I'm heavier.
Then you go to climb on my back. Then I'm going to collapse ah.
You can be on
Then
the floor.
I will be the one who have to go and see the doctor next.
You can be on the floor. Then I will sit on you.
So horrible.
Okay, quick. What's the plan for me?
You can answer first.
No, you answer first.
Why?
We scissors, paper, stone.
Don't want.
Scissors,
Don't want. I
paper,
will
stone.
answer first.
Okay, you answer.
So I answer,
Yes.
then you cannot answer already, is it? You have to change.
I will think about things.
With such thing one. Yeah, so Steph and I are leaving the country.
Run away. The way you sound. One way trip.
Fly away.
Leaving the country. Yeah, so we are headed to Ontario, but we will spend 3 nights in New York to see Steph's godmother. I'm looking forward to that actually, like to see Steph's godma, Because I think Steph has talked about her like many times over the years. And it will be good to see her and sort of lend her emotional support because she's also going through some health issues at the same time. And also, I think she hasn't seen Steph in a long time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it will be a good
2015.
time to see her.
She hasn't replied me. I hope she's okay.
Yeah, so we will go through New York and then we will go over to Ontario by Air Canada. And then we're meeting a fellow CCT on board the airplane. No prizes for guessing who. For those of you who know.
Who?
Yeah. Then she will actually take us after we touch down together with her to Elora in Ontario, and then we will meet with the rest of the instructors there, and then the people who are attending Spring Fling. After Spring Fling, we also have another conference that we are attending. So we are working all the way through this trip. It's a work trip, but we will also have a short interval at Tangle Island, which is run by Jerry Ann and Nancy on Vancouver Island. And we'll get to meet Deb Boyer there and some other CCTs there. Yeah. So it's a good opportunity for Steph and I to take a break together, I guess. Somewhat of a break, something of a break. And then sort of enjoy the atmosphere at Vancouver Island, which I heard is very pretty.
Do you think we have time to explore?
No, bro, no.
Oh,
Well,
like very tight, huh?
yeah. But the one of the issues is that we don't drive. None of us drive. Yeah. So that's one reason why we are not so mobile, you know? Yeah, because things are far apart.
But I mean, I'll be happy just enjoying, just like sitting, chilling, tangling, enjoying the.
I'm pretty sure we can sit and tangle lah,
Yeah.
but then I feel like we won't get to see a lot of the place lah, you know? Yeah,
But it's okay, it's a different
I
kind of
guess
holiday, chill kind.
the point is to meet as many as of our students and our friends as possible, like people who have supported us for many years. For example, at Spring Fling, one of my classmates is going. Lisa Fidele is going, and then some of our instructors are going, like Jennifer, like Kelly, like Yvonne.
Sure.
Yeah, Diana. And
Jennifer
also Hilda. Yeah, so a lot of people are actually going. And then I get to see some of them in person for the very first time. Most of them, a lot of them actually. And I think we also have students who are going, I think. Yeah. So in a way, it is quite a major. I think we will be quite socially involved in the whole trip. Does that make sense? Like, we'll be interacting with a lot of people. Yeah. And then I was actually very tempted to also book myself to attend in Australia later this year, but then I decided not to because just too many trips. And then I still have other things that I'm planning to do. So yeah, that's the May and June plan. It will be June by the time we come back. So
So that's a good way to segue into the announcement that we don't know.
no, she's being
we
very
don't.
lazy.
We probably think that we won't be able to have Instagram live sessions. We'll update you on.
But we
when
will
we'll be
have
back.
like vlogs, right, Steph?
What do you call them? Vlogs.
They are vlogs, right?
They are vlogs.
That sounds even worse.
Well, that's how the people say it. Vlog. Anyways, my plan for May. My little announcement is 2 years ago, I put in an application to become a Singapore citizen. And finally, they got back to me. And it is approved in principle, but I have to complete 3 tasks. It's like going on a little adventure, right, to become a Singaporean. You have to complete 3 tasks in order to be approved. Right. So the first one is a community sharing event where you attend, and then there's a bunch of other people, and then you're supposed to interact with each other. I don't know what the contents of that entails, but that's what I've been told. And then the other one is an experience, so you're supposed to go on like a walk to like a historical part of Singapore, or like to somewhere that is
So you need to
meaningful.
sign up and go together, is it?
Correct. So they have like
so they take your
specific,
attendance.
yeah, and then you have to fill out like a feedback form at the
I
end
guess
of
that's
the
how
session.
they prevent crooks from entering
Yeah,
the system.
saying that you attend.
I did
but
it
then
already,
you attend. So then the issue is that in their acceptance in principle letter, they said like, oh, you have 2 months from the date of this letter to log into this account where you choose your dates. So I was like, okay, I shall click on it. So I clicked on it, I signed in.
How is this a segue?
I segued into saying that we won't be running Instagram live sessions. Not this. This is my answer to the question.
I'm thinking why.
Hayo, come. Stick to what I'm saying.
No, I'm trying to be like you.
So then I logged in, and then I went through the dates that they have available, and then it didn't go far enough where I would be in Singapore. I would actually still be in Canada. So I was like, oh no, what do I do? And then I clicked back to the dashboard, and then they said, you have 22 days to complete these 3 tasks. And I was like, oh no, what have I done? So I had to email them and be like, I actually be traveling from this date to this date. And then they're like, could you send in supporting documents? And then we'll give you an extension. So I send them supporting documents, and then they'll be like, great.
Like what? Send like
flight
what?
details, one. Your flight details, and then when you'll be back. So I send them. And then they say, great, yeah, we'll extend it to July, then you can complete your journey and experience then. And then the last component is actually an online course where like it's very extensive. It covers like the 5 pillars of Singapore, and then you have to like, there's different chapters, and then you have to like answer a quiz after each chapter. So I've been doing that. So my plan for me is that before I fly off, I will finish that segment at the very least. So I've been slowly working through.
You cannot feel that segment, You
What?
live in
Yeah, of
Singapore
course
almost
not
all
lah.
your life, I mean,
Then each
so
chapter's
丢脸
quiz, each chapter's quiz has 10 questions, and the passing grade is 70%. So you must get 7 out of 10 questions correct. So my mother also was like, cannot fail ah. I'm like, okay. Then you fail, they don't let you go through.
What if you fail?
What if you
What
fail?
if you fail?
You can retake it thrice. And then if you fail 3 times in a row, no, listen.
If you fail 3 times, then you gonna kick out already lah. They don't want you already.
If you fail 3 times in a row, then you have to wait an hour before you retake it. Then I'm like,
Okay.
oh, like that.
So they just want you to pass now, basically.
Yeah, to show understanding.
So they dumb down the whole thing just to make sure
the 1 hour is for you to reflect yourself. How can you answer this question?
I'm
sure you can Google, right? Cannot.
Yes, can. You can.
Yeah,
but
you can.
Yeah, so some
Yeah,
questions,
you can use your phone to Google lah.
For example, some questions are like
Susan taking notes is it?
Yeah.
Susan taking notes.
Some questions are inferential, so it's like for example, there's one segment that talks about Singapore's total defense day, and like the different kinds of defense that we have. So there's like military defense, there's like social defense, there's like, you know, all these different kinds. So they'll say like, if your neighbor asks
what
you
is social defense? Civil defense or social defense?
There's social defense as well.
Like?
Social defense, I think, is like inter-community. Like, okay, so one of the examples is if your neighbor has to do something and then they ask you to take care of their child for a few hours, what kind of defense does this come under? Then you have to think, like what kind of defense? Okay, yeah.
Kidnapping
like-
defense.
Or like, what are some examples of digital defense? So then they'll say, they'll give you like 5 options, then they tell you to choose 3. Yeah. So like, don't spread fake news. Don't make disparaging comments about different races and religions. So these kind of things. Oh, and then another one was the
Oh, can you imagine
government.
you fail these 3 times and then still wait 1 hour? Wow, shame,
the,
eh.
the Singapore government gives grants so that you can live closer to your parents. What might some of the reasons be that the government does so? So one of it was so that my parents can do housework for me, so that my parents can take care of my children for me.
Well, it's all correct, what?
No, then my mother was like, yeah, so some people really do believe that.
Yeah,
That's
really, it's true,
like,
what? Some people actually do that, what?
But you
What's wrong
cannot
with
lah,
that?
then you will fail lah.
Why? But there are Singaporeans who actually do that.
So
You know there's not the right answer to give.
So then the
Just like when you do
Singaporeans
the
get away
moral
with it.
test.
so you must lie. Very good. Then there's even a Singlish segment. But then the irony is that so the voice actress that's like narrating these chapters, then got some like some words she pronounced in a Angmoh accent. Then I was like a bit thrown off, like, oh my gosh. So that's the interesting thing. I better not say later I kena.
Yeah,
We
later
have
you
reviewed
gonna
your-
strike out like you. Oh my god,
We
you
have
go on
reviewed
air
your-
and talk about this. So
Very good. To be fair, I am not against Singapore. I actively love Singapore. Okay, just for
yeah,
the
you
record,
trying to salvage the situation after you.
I never make these disparaging comments about Singapore.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's my
But I
plan.
think something to grateful for is it doesn't put you in the test of eating chili sambal.
Very good. Thank you very much, Susan. You don't. Maybe that's the experiential part of it, right? They bring you there and like, okay, everyone, we're going to try sambal chi.
Okay.
Yeah, better go away from choose an experience away from like farms and like rural areas of Singapore.
Why?
Yeah,
In the
kena-
supermarket also got chili, what?
Mana,
In the town center also got chili, what?
Hiya.
The food court also got chili, what?
Terrible. Okay, so that is my plan for me. I want to finish it before I fly off.
I think I finished my towel.
Very good.
Should I start on the second one?
I'll start in a second one. Okay, what's the next question? Susan, you want to choose?
So 1, 2, 4, right? 4 haven't.
What is your
Just-
favorite genre of movies?
Favorite? Oh, Susan Waldorf.
Yeah, that's the only movies that.
So you like documentary? That's the
You know,
genre.
ask me the question about movies or music lah.
Favorite. Recently, Alex, my husband, and I went to watch John. I know it's not answering the question. I just thought like mentioning. Went to watch John Wick. Then if you're not familiar with the John Wick franchise, basically it's just like a lot of gun violence and people dying on screen. And after a while, like a bit bland, you know, because the same thing keeps happening on screen again and again. I was like, where's the plot to this? My gosh. So yeah, not fun. So that's one thing I don't like. I don't like action movies. Not a
You
fan.
are supposed to say what is your favorite genre. Your next
I like-
question is your least favorite genre.
Oh!
So you already answering the other question.
Thank you
Later you
very much.
answer the
See?
second time.
I know how to pre-plan my answers. I like animated films. Yes. So Studio Ghibli, Disney, Pixar. I like.
She never grow up.
Very good.
But to be frank, right, these are classics also in their own right.
Comfort movies, like it's like when I don't know what to watch. I want to watch something that is safe, that feels nice, that I understand the storyline. That's what I would usually go for. How about you, Debbie? What kind of movies do you like?
Actually, I haven't watched in a long time. I also kind of like documentaries. So there was one Netflix documentary that was very long, like a movie like that. And it's about mushrooms and fungi. I think it's called Fantastic
So
Fungi.
cute.
So that's one of my favorites. But I also like the Lord of the Rings, that kind of very epic. So yeah, but at the same
The
time, right?
trilogy.
Although I like Lord of the Rings, right? I don't like those that try to mimic them. You know?
Then you like Star Wars, like action kind
No,
of? No. So
I
it's
don't
not
know. I just don't have any
feelings.
I think I watched a few Star Wars movies in the past, but to me, right,
A
they are
few.
like, oh, okay lah,
Or like
like that lah.
like don't feel any which way towards me.
Like you know, in a way, right? Sometimes, right, because it's a brand that you are selling, so it's kind
The
of
fan
like
service.
they just regurgitate, you know,
They
for
banking on
different generation of
nostalgia.
different genre of fans, right? Different audience, right? Then they sort of like revamp the story a little bit, you know. Then I feel that it's kind of like, obviously all movies are meant to make money one lah, right? But
Hopefully.
these are more like
Money grabbing schemes.
sort of like you don't come with anything new, but you squeeze the cash cow some more, you know. You get what I mean?
Banking
Not?
on nostalgia
Yeah,
lah, like
because
Harry
because because
Potter.
things like Lord of the Rings and whatever, right? The series is fixed there as a trilogy, right? Or like
So
the
if you
series
watch
is
one, you'll continue.
correct.
Most likely
But you know,
lah,
some
to
of them,
feel.
right? They sort of like, because it's a brand that they have built, right? They keep on squeezing out more and more and more, you know. So it's something like, do you know the Fast and the Furious?
Yeah, I was thinking of
that
that
series?
also. Like
So
the same
actually, right,
thing
it was
again.
planned as at first, right, very long ago, right, it was like planned as a once-off movie, you know. Then
I
after that,
think it's a bit.
they added part 2, part 3, right, and then
Shrek.
suddenly
Shrek
you
is
have
an
like 7, you know.
yeah. Shrek is an animated version.
No, but
Where it's like
Shrek, they
Shrek is
canned it,
nice.
they
Shrek is
canned it,
nice.
they didn't keep on producing already.
Good
They
lah. There must
actually
be a
said that they were,
lifespan to
yeah,
it.
but my point is that
But Fast and Furious also, right?
there are some brands that they sort of milk the cow until the cow can, you know, like doesn't even look like a cow anymore, you know.
That's why Fast and Furious retiring, right? They're like, okay, this is enough. Like, don't know how many seasons, how many different movies, spin-off.
Then the character in the show die and come back again, you know.
Very good.
Yeah,
Yeah, John Wick lor.
just to revive the show, right?
I think it's
So
very cheap. It's a very cheap cop out
I
to like.
I think for me, I like those that are like Lord of the Rings, but I ironically don't appreciate things that try to be like them. Yeah.
So, Susan, what's your least favorite movie genre?
Don't have the
Huh? Got nothing you don't like to watch? Horror.
I don't like. Okay, horror one. The sorry, the Train to Busan, that one I really don't like.
Really?
I don't know how come.
Then what are you gonna watch?
Yeah,
Force you to-
I now I'm trying to recall why I'm in the cinema and watch this. I totally cannot remember. I can't remember whether it's I watched in the cinema or from the TV when they have the show. But
Oh,
there's
no.
为什么你跑去
the
看
one that
呢？
I don't know. I
The
can't
friend is
remember
like, we go
recall.
together, huh? Then Susan, oh, okay.
Yeah, maybe. Because that
no.
movie, I think that time is quite hot, right? A lot of people talking about that one.
Don't know
Then,
leh. I got no.
wasted my money. Sorry.
Susan,
I cannot.
Susan got watch Squid Games.
That one's
No.
not a movie, what?
That one,
I didn't watch
that
that.
one is a
I know a
series
lot of
lah.
people like that also, but I don't know. I didn't go and watch.
Debbie, what's your least favorite genre?
I don't like like those very white comedy, like very slapstick one, like what was that, Dumb and Dumber, that type.
Oh,
You know? Yeah.
like the don't need to use brain
Those-
to watch
those-
that kind.
Fraternity type. What
Yeah, I get you.
fraternity type of humor. Like,
Okay.
I don't understand why it's entertainment, because it's not entertaining.
Good lah, but there is probably a good subset of people that enjoy. Hmm. Well, I
But I
don't like.
I don't get why it is worth paying for, you get what I mean?
Like you wouldn't watch
Ah.
it in theater lah. Maybe like when really got nothing to
I,
watch,
I
then
just wouldn't watch it if I had a choice.
poor thing, someone jack you like Susan, someone jack
Yeah.
you to go.
Because right, some of the things that they joke about and they laugh about, right, are actually very white supremacies one, no? Yeah.
Now more PC already lah.
I guess, but still, like, why do
It's
people
cheap
pay
cheap jokes
to?
lah.
Yeah, and then it's like the storylines are always very predictable. So,
Yeah, do y'all try to do that when y'all are watching movies? Do y'all try to like predict where the story will go?
if you are watching Lord of the Rings and you read Lord of the Rings before, you don't even need to predict. Yeah, you already know the book. What?
That's why you must choose one. Do you want to read the book first or do you want to watch the movie first? Then at least you get to experience one thing, fresh. Yeah. But if it's me and I'm like planning to read the book, I will watch the movie first. Because if you read the book first, then got more details, and then in your brain the character is already a certain way. Then when you watch the movie, you feel very disappointed.
Don't watch it.
Don't watch.
Don't watch it.
I don't like action films. Yeah, not a fan of like Marvel, DC universe things. I will watch if someone like say like, oh, I really want to watch it. Okay lah, go with you.
The someone is Alex, I suppose.
Yeah, but I'm not really the kind of person that will, oh yeah, let's go watch this in the movie theaters.
I think I like the Marvel and DC better than the fraternity type.
Fair enough.
That one
At least got
really,
plot
that one is
line.
really, yeah, that one is really dumb. Those some of their plot lines really no, nothing can save them one.
Okay, so
Then I think
how many more
I think
questions?
that's
Sorry.
it lah.
That's it, yeah. Oh, I thought there's one more.
Yeah, the list the best and the
Oh,
least. But
I managed
but
to
you see,
predict it.
I actually I like for example I like Harry Potter, but I like the books, I don't like the movies. So I don't really I mean I probably might still watch the movies, but I don't feel that I have to, because I know it will be like a very
Certain way.
commercial production of the actual thing.
Then they're going to turn it into a TV series, right? I heard.
Whatever lah, but my point is that it's like sometimes they convert things that shouldn't, that really, I mean, you see the book can be like 4 movies,
Yeah,
but they
that's
squeeze it into one, so then they miss a lot of the important things lah.
That's why they're trying to turn it into a TV series one.
But can you imagine, it's so draggy. So you go sit there and watch until when, like
Some people banking in on nostalgia lah, all these Harry Potter fans.
I'm a fan of the books, but I wouldn't consider myself a fan of Harry Potter himself lah. Does that make sense? So I like the world that was created, just like kind of. I compare it in a way lah. Okay, I like Lord of the Rings, but I don't like the Hobbit guy himself.
The Hobbit.
You get
the Hobbit
me?
Yes.
I mean, I like the whole world that was built, but I don't see why the Hobbit himself should be heartthrob lah. Yeah.
So it's the elf guy, not the Hobbit guy.
Whatever lah, same thing Same
Hobbit
what?
and elf very different.
No, but it's a same analogy.
Okay.
I like Harry Potter, but I wouldn't go and hero worship Hermione. Does that make sense? Although she is a good character lah.
Anyway, J.K. Rowling very problematic, and I don't think she should give her more money.
She already has a lot of money. Doesn't probably too late to even say that, because whatever she do already generates so much. And why is she problematic to you?
She is very against the LGBTQ plus community. So I don't think.
But you are not.
What do you mean I'm not?
You're not in the community, what?
Well, I mean, you don't have to be part of a community in order to agree that it's just like saying like, oh, because like I'm not a personal color.
Yeah,
then
but she's
actually,
entitled to her own opinion, right? Just like you
yeah,
are.
yeah. But if it comes at a harm to others, I don't think
How
she should be
has
given a
she harmed
platform.
anyone?
If you're against a community to get like basic human rights, that is harmful.
But she's not harming anyone. She's just saying whatever she's saying on her own. She's not like backing up people to do things.
Yes, she is. Where do you think she puts her money? Yeah. So
How do you have proof of what you say? This is slander.
it's all online. You can go search it. You know?
Anyway, we are talking about movies, not
Mm.
an author's personal preferences, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, do you want to share a tile? Susan,
Okay,
what have you been up to?
today I have two. I think this one is not yet completed. This is the one very small tiles, smaller than the apprentice. So I have my Fossil and the Wyfore.
I think you have to zoom out, I cannot see.
Zoom out. Okay
Yeah,
lah.
very...
This one.
Mm.
Nice.
Okay, well, why?
Black and
Your
white.
fossil is nice, well, why?
She want a certain shape.
Okay lah, this one nice lah. After
Yo.
Practicing.
after many practice like this one, okay.
Acceptable.
Okay. So it's need to practice more to make it more interesting. I think this Tangle is quite interesting. A lot of variation or the things that you can play around. And this is the second one. Actually, I want to ask Debbie, what this tiles for actually?
I don't know
For
that.
writing?
You see,
Notes.
it comes like that. It came in a packet.
I mean,
Gift
is
tag.
it for something like the post-it, the notes to write something?
I don't know. I just buy to support the place.
Gift tag.
Yeah,
You
but it's
make
quite
present
cute
for
lah.
people.
The shape is quite cute. I guess they got it from Taobao also. Cause I think I've seen it on Taobao. It's just that they don't have a lot of things that Okay, so this gift shop, right? I think they don't stock it very well, but at the same time, it belongs to a friend of our host. So I thought I just support her. Then just got certain things that look cute Yeah. And then I think the rest of the things were like stickers, and some of the stickers are not sticky already. So I did a bunch, right? So I bought these stickers. They are mushroom stickers. Okay, actually they are very cute. They look like that. Like this.
Is it a
They come
3D
like this.
one?
No. Can you see my screen? They come like this.
Mm.
But because
Mm.
they have it in the shop too long, right? They are not sticky anymore. So what I have to do is I have to layer a layer of Mod Podge and let it dry so that it doesn't peel off the postcard that I'm making. Yeah. Anyway, I think just to clarify, right, I'm not against you saying that a person is not supportive of certain things, but I don't think it was appropriate to just, for no reason when it's not in the context of the question, shade another person. Yeah. I'm not against you saying that, she doesn't support the community or she's attacking the community or whatever, but then I don't think it should be done in such a direct manner because it's not the scope of our session. Our session is a social tangling session. Yeah. It's not a session to talk about how society is coping with certain things because I think that one is beyond our scope. Yeah. I'm not saying that I agree with what she does or whatever. It's just that not the correct forum. Yeah.
You want to talk about your tile?
So I have two tiles. One is a round one, I think the orange one was done prior to CZTAE when we were picking the colors for my class at CZTAE 2020. And because it was starting to yellow around the sides, I decided to use it. I was keeping it just for sentimental reasons, I think. Yeah, 2018, something like that. The colors from the 2018 set. So I actually put Wyfore and Fossil together. Um, I don't think I am done with it, but then at the same time, it also feels very crowded. So I'm not sure what I will do. But this is my first time pairing Y4 and Fossil together. And then this one, I might just do... I've already shaded already. There's already a lot of shading already. You can see my tile. So for these other smaller tile, I might just stick to just Fossil and maybe some other organic tangles because I seem to have lost my string already. Yeah.
Yeah. Susan, can you still see your R?
Cannot.
Today,
I managed to salvage the first stroke, but the rest cannot.
Okay lah, mine still can see. Okay, here's my tile. Yeah, here's my R. R. Yeah, so still can see mine, surprisingly. And then for my second tile, I've been working on a sketchbook page with Y4 and Aruna. And I think this one was a string, mountain string? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, so it's some 7F5R challenges prompts on it. If you're interested to check out the 7F5R group, you can search for 7F5R challenge in your Facebook search bar. And join the group. We have some security questions there so that we can know that you're not a bot. And then we'll accept you into the group. And you can see what other people have been tangling using the prompts that can be found in the featured tab of the group. If you did tangle along with us, do tag us on Instagram at 7forest5rivers. Debbie is at tangled.pursuits. Susan is at susanyo.czt and I'm at halfpen_wilddraw. If you'd like to watch a recording of today's session, it will be made available on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/7f5r studio, a couple of hours after this session goes live. Yeah, thank you so much for chatting with us and tangling along with us. We hope that you enjoyed today's session featuring this cursive R string, and a Y4 and Fossil. Lots of fun tangles today. And our next session will probably be, our next Instagram live session will probably be after we return back to Singapore. So it's going to be...
Actually, we have a date already, right?
What's the date, Debbie? Do you have it with you?
Hang on, I need to flip. I think it is something like 4th of July. Yeah, I think it's 4th of July.
4th of July, you're right.
Yeah.
So we'll be back 4th of July, 2 p.m. Singapore time. Yeah, we hope to see you then. Thank you so much for joining us. Bye.
Bye.